Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and Riviera Fish. Right now we'll be going through every single card combo, that's right, all 125 of them, and ranking them in a tier list. The tier list has ranks God, S, A, B, C, D and E, of course just like in the game itself. As well as that, they are all in order as they are in the card combo list in the game itself, and you can see which cards are currently on the left hand side, because admittedly the pictures are very small. So this will double down as a way to record every single card combo and my own personal opinion of how they're ranked. Just to preface, most of the decisions made are based on my opinions of the card rather than what they actually do, because I don't know what they do. The game really doesn't tell you, and it's kind of based on the art of the card. So yeah, it is a bit confusing, but if you have different opinions, please leave them in the comments, and if you have different ideas about what the cards can do, again, leave that in the comments. Let's get started then. Dribbling Shot, a very easy and simple card to include. I think this is very basic. This is going in around about B tier or so. Next one is Controlled Shot. I don't see this often, I will be honest, but again, pretty decent, just like Dribbling Shot. Nothing too special about it, nothing too dreadful about it either, so around about B, I'd say. Volley Shot. Again, I always get this confused between Controlled Shot. Volley Shot though is pretty good, you can see it quite often there, but again, it looks like it only increases your kicking and your technique though, so although it's quite similar to the other two, basically around about middling B or C, but I'll be nice to it, give it a B. Banana Shot. By far, one of my favourite, my best boy of a card. This ain't going in S, buddy, this is going in God, straight up God. By the way, we are putting only one 2-card combo in God, and one 3-card combo in God. Already, I know for a fact this is going to stay in God tier. I don't think there's any other better 2-card combo. This is probably the best 2-card combo. The amount of times we scored from this, ridiculous. Rocket Shot. Pretty standard card. Increases to your kicking and your speed. Very good in my opinion. Compared to these cards here, Dribbling Shot, Controlled and Volley Shot, it's a cut above the rest purely because it gives you a whole bunch of speed as well. Also, you know, it gives you a much more powerful shot. Blind Shot, I don't really know much about this one to be honest. Compared to the other three, I don't see that much of a factor. That's going in C in my opinion. Next one, Bicycle Kick. Again, we see this a little bit. It is pretty good. However, the weirdest thing about it is, despite the fact it's the whole point of it is you do a bicycle kick in the air, this doesn't increase your jumping. If it did, they'll go in S, straight S, but no, it doesn't. It goes to A in my opinion. Next one, Midfield Strike. Not much to say about this one. You can shoot from really far away. So it's like Rocket Shot, but a bit better. And this will go in A purely because there's another card which is the same card, but a little bit further and better. Knuckle Shot. A very good card combo in my opinion. We've seen in the Discord that someone's actually shown a video of them taking it from a free kick, so it actually does implement itself in free kicks as well. The only bad thing about it is the fact it uses Minicamp, which is a very red card in my opinion. I still have not found Minicamp in my main playthrough, like whatsoever. I don't think that nor Karaoke's appeared at all, but either way that is going in straight into the S tier in my opinion. It's a very good card combo. Also, it causes the goalkeeper to dive the wrong way, which is pretty cool. Super Long Shot, like I said, it's like Midfield Strike, but better. It's longer. Could be more powerful as well. There we go. Miracle Loop. I've not seen much of this. I wish I could. But again, 3-card combo. If I remember correctly, it does increase your kicking by quite a bit. But because of that, I haven't seen much of it. I'll keep it in the B tier. Purely because it's a 3-card combo. I'm pretty sure there's a very good boost to your kicking and your willpower. I'm not sure about technique though. I'll put that around about B tier roughly. Driving Shot. I swear this is a reference to Captain Tsubasa. There's literally a shot called Drive Shot, I think, where the ball goes in the air and they describe it as it's an eagle diving. Where the whole point of it is it goes above the keeper. The keeper thinks it's going over the goal, but then it dives into the goal instead. I've not seen it much, so again, it's similar to around about B or A. It's a 3-card combo. Pretty sure it gives a big boost to your kicking and your speed. But again, I've not seen this, so I'll keep it around about B or A. I'd say an A roughly. Again, it's very hard to gauge this. I'll update in the future if I do find, you know, examples of these being used, but I've still not seen these be used at all. Shadow Striker, 3-card combo, a big boost, or just a boost to your kicking, your speed, technique, and willpower. Because of that, because of how much distribution does, I'll give that around about an A. Fast Dribble, this is one of the cards that I like to use because it gives a massive boost to your speed. For a 2-card combo, with that much boost to your speed, insanely good. I'd give that an S in my opinion. Rapid Dribbling, if I remember correctly, it's not as good as Fast Dribble. At the same time, it's not as good as an A either, in my opinion. It increases your willpower, speed, and technique. Again, I don't use this one that much, so I'll give it around about a C tier, roughly. Shock Dribble. I'm not seeing this being used. Well, I'm not sure if it has an animation, I'll be honest. But it's a very good dribbling card. It uses minicam, dribbling, and kicking, which is, you know, pretty fine to find. Because of that, I'll give it around about... Oh, it's a bit of a hard one. Maybe an A, possibly. Yeah, let's give it an A. Phantom Dribbler, kind of a similar thing. Dribbling card. Again, easy cards to find. Dribbling, freestyle, and aerobics. Boost your speed, stamina, more importantly, and technique. Because of the stamina there, I'll give it an A as well. Headed Shot, a very classic jumping card combo. This, if I remember correctly, or if I'm correct, this is the card, a 2-card combo, which gives you the most in jumping, I think. Gives you around about 14. Because of that, it's an S. It's easy to get, heading and agility, boosts your kicking as well for some reason, your toughness, and your jumping. Jumping, more importantly though. We'll put that in the S tier. Explosive Header. Again, kind of a similar situation to Headed Shot. Problem is though, the biggest downfall is it uses minicamp. The other 2 cards are fine, marking and heading. Explosive Header though, don't really see it that much. I'm not even sure if there is an animation. I'm not even sure if it is that much more impactful than Headed Shot. Because of that, I'll give it around about a B. It's not tremendous in my opinion. Sliding Head, again, similar thing. It's a better animation though. You can definitely see the difference in the animation between the Sliding Header and Explosive Header. And as you can see there, it distributes across kicking, technique, toughness, jumping, and willpower. Meanwhile, that one only increases 4, I think. This one increases 5. We'll put that into the A tier because of that. Next one is Aerial Specialist. Compared to the other 2, despite the fact it says heading, this one does a very big boost to your heading, of course, your jumping, sorry. And we'll put that into the A tier. Target Man. Most likely a card that makes you a bit more susceptible to the ball being passed to you. But again, we don't see that much impact from it, but it's a very good distribution of stats. I'll give that A, I guess. Hold Up Play. A possible defensive card here, passing and heading. The whole point is to basically, well, hold up the play. Quite basic, I'll give it a C. First Touch Pass. Really good. Really good if you want that type of ticky-tacky passing across the entire game. I'll give it a B. 2-card combo. Really basic. Quite simple to use. Pinpoint Pass. I always spam this card. Every single type of passing card, I will normally spam it. Apart from one. You'll know which one I'm talking about once I get to it, but I think we're very close to it. I can see that on the... we're getting closer to it. For Pinpoint Pass, I always spam this card. Easy to get again. Passing and Judo. For some reason, increases your speed. Okay, fair enough, but more importantly, increases your technique and your willpower, but improves your passing. Next card is going to do the exact same thing. Velvet Pass. Again, another card I spam. It uses passing and stretching instead. Another card that's easy to get, but looks like it distributes a little bit more. I'll give it an A still though. But I can see already the next card. Oh my god, I can't even begin to describe where to start with this. It's a 3-card combo. It has an animation, but it is the worst 3-card combo in my opinion. The worst. I'll give it an E, because I hate it that much. I refuse. I only got it just so I can complete the the list of card combos. But if you ever get this card, if you ever get the opportunity to get this card, only use it just so you can fill out your card combo list. Otherwise, do not use it. It's kind of a waste. There's a video on Discord where someone posted where it actually worked. The problem was that the pass didn't land. The whole point is the pass just hit a defender, bounced back to them, and then they took the shot. And it duped both the defender and the goalkeeper. And that's not the point of a no-look pass. You didn't pass anybody. You just deflected off yourself. On the other hand, though, killer pass, pretty good. Good distribution of the stats. And the whole point of it is just a really powerful pass. Again, don't see much of it. I'm not even sure if there is even an animation, but compared to the other cards I spam, Pinpoint Pass and Velvet Pass, a little bit lower than that. I'll give it a B. Oh, tabs to the other side. Linked Partners. Again, I would normally love to use this card. Problem is, though, it uses Minicamp. A card that I hardly ever get to use, which is kind of annoying. I'll give that a C, I guess. Could be a B. No, I'll give it a C, actually, yeah. It's not that great. Next card combo. Last Gasp Pass. Again, annoyingly, with some of these, I don't know how they've been used. I'll update the video just so we can include some of the animations, hopefully. But the idea of this is that near the last minute, you got to find a pass which probably goes to the other half, or the other side, where your strikers are going to be lying there. I'll give this a C for the time being. Don't know how much it does. I don't remember how many stat boosts it does for these four, but again, for a three card combo you expect quite a lot, but I don't really see much of an animation from this one. I don't remember if it even does have an animation. Tricky Feint. Standard card. 2-card combo, increases kicking speed and technique. Again, 2 easy cards you can get, analysis and freestyling. I'll give that a C. Again, don't use it much, so. Magic Trapping, a very good card if you want the player to actually, you know, receive the ball rather than have it bounce off of them. I'll give that a B. Purely because the next one, Magnet Trapping, is a better version of that one. That one instantly goes into A. I should also point out that a lot of the decisions I make are also based on the actual art of the card as well, if it gets down to that. But right now, there's not a card that has standout art until we get a little bit further down the list. Ball control, again, similar situation to Magnet Trapping and Magic Trapping. The whole point of it is that it's meant to improve your technique. I don't think there's an animation for this. I don't think so. But looking at stats it distributes across, speed, stamina, technique and willpower, we give it around about a B possibly. Same thing for body balance. Card I don't normally use. 2-card combo, quite basic, uses 2 cards that are quite easy to get, freestyle and kicking, but only increases your technique and your toughness. However, because of that, kind of similar to ball control, I'll give it a B. Now we get to the defensive card lots of things here. Body of Steel, a card I love to spam. Very easy to spam. I've got the card combo just ingrained in my head where it's analysis, weights, and kicking. So it's the top one, the first card in the green section. You go down the bottom section, and then you click weights and kicking, which are right next to each other. Easy card to make, and directly goes into A in my opinion. It does a really big increase to toughness, if I remember correctly. Bodywork. This one, if I remember correctly, doesn't decrease your stats. It looks like it does, but no, it does a pretty big increase to your toughness though, if I remember correctly. That one goes directly into A. Wing Change. I did normally used to spam this, but I don't normally do it right now. But it's a card, of course, just to distribute it from one wing to the other. Pretty standard. I'll give it a B. Now the opposite hand here. Now the opposite one here, Long Pass. Basically, not exactly a better version, but a pretty decent upgrade. Better for defenders to use from distributing from the back line to the front line. I'll give that an A. Homing Cross. I think we've seen this a bit where the ball, it kind of curls in a weird, not unnatural, but the best way to describe it is it looks heavenly. Because of that, that goes into S in my opinion. Long Throw, a card I always thrust upon for you to use. Probably one of the best 3-card combos. For the time being, we'll put it into God. Because I made a whole separate video saying why you should get this card. That's the whole point. If that changes, that'll go down to S, but right now, it's going into God. Scissors Feint. You see a bit of this. The 2-card combo does have a animation, if I remember correctly. Like, the whole point is he stands there, shuffles his legs, and then the play drops down to the ground. I could be wrong. That could be a 3-card combo I'm thinking of. There might be Feint Steps, I think. I'm having a look there. The Feint Steps is a little bit later. If that is correct, this would be a C, possibly. That might be the case, yeah. Let's give it a C, actually. Or a B. Nah, let's give it a C. I've not had a lot of D tier ones, so just kind of dumb, but hopefully we do find some D card or D tier card combos. Pivot Turn. Quite basic here. We shall put it in C. If I remember correctly, it does have an animation actually, so let's give it B. Now, Roulette Turn, kind of a similar situation, has an animation and is a 3-card combo. Problem is, though, it does use gaming as a card, but that's fine, in my opinion. Pretty big boost to a lot of stats, we give it an A. Feint Steps, here it is, the one that actually has the animation, where the ball is right there at your feet. You move your feet around, and then causes the play to drop down to the ground. This one goes directly into A. Attack Waves, look at that. 2-card combo, but increases your speed, kicking, stamina, technique, and willpower. And that goes directly into A because of that. And I just saw the next card. Similar situation. It is Second Strike, allowing a better opportunity for, of course, rebound shots. And if you know the game, rebounds allow assists to work. So if your first player takes a shot and then the second player scores, the first player actually gets an assist, provided there's no other disruption. That goes directly into A in my opinion. Combat Field, decent defending card combo, but there are better ones. I'll put this in C tier for the time being. Trick Play. I don't remember this one much. I always get this confused with Trickery. Because I don't use it that much, I'll put it into D tier. It's not really a card I use that much, I'll be honest. Eye Contact. I use this quite a bit. Again, 2-card combo, minicamp. So not minicamp, minigame. Meeting. Improves kicking, speed, toughness, technique, and willpower. For a 2-card combo, that's pretty decent, and the idea of it is that they become better as teammates, I guess. Let's put that into a B. Again, these aren't solidified. We don't know what the game code says, what they do. But again, this is from interpretation. Vocal Tactics. Similar situation to Eye Contact, but problem is, though, it uses Karaoke. Decent stat increases, but only increases 3 compared to Eye Contact, which increases how many? 5? Yeah, 5. We'll put that into C tier. Marking Transfer. Again, there are better defending card combos. It uses marking and gaming, but as far as defensive card combos go, there are way better ones. I don't think we got there yet. So we'll put this into D tier for the time being. Triangle. Another decent passing card combo, but compared to the other card combos I use for passing, which are normally in A, I'll put this into, let's say, B. Because we already know there's a much worse card combo. Just to name one. Chasing. A very good defensive card combo if you want to increase your speed a little bit quicker. It's a definite card to increase your speed, despite the card not including running or sprinting. It's pressuring and aerobics, which is actually pretty good. 2 cards I don't think use speed. I might be wrong. But it increases your speed by quite a good job. Put that into B. Intercepting. I spam this a bunch. I put this on goalkeepers, I put this on any type of defender and defensive midfielder. A very good card combo to use. Again, very easy to receive. Sliding and Visualizing. Instantly A. Impulse Play. Not really much to say about this one. The fact that our 2-card combo in the God tier is Banana Shot, which gets rid of set piece plays. Kind of says much about this one. We'll put this into probably D tier for the time being. I don't use it that much. Diagonal Run. This one I use quite a bit, but I keep forgetting that I have, because I keep forgetting that running and Visualizing is a card. But this one's pretty okay. I'll put this in C tier. Wing attack, a card combo I definitely use for, of course, wingers, or any sort of left mid or right mid. I will put this into A. I'm pretty sure this does a very good increase to speed. And the other card as well, the one next one, overlapping, similar situation. This card is good for your right back or left back if you're playing a 4-4-2 formation or any sort of modern fullback. Very good. We'll put that into A as well. Open space, very good for players if you want them to have a chancer or what's it called, sprinter. Chancer or sprinter is very good for open space. Pretty decent. I'll put it into B because there's another card combo I like to use a lot more than this one. Rapid turnaround, decent for any sort of defensive midfielder or any sort of offensive player. Pretty standard, again, easy to get, countering, sliding, pretty middling in my opinion. I'll put that to B. Offside trap. Again, I've not actually seen this work. I can't tell whether they're actually synchronizing their runs or not. I'll put this into the D tier for now, but I don't see this being used that much. Wing block, very good for any sort of defensive midfield on the sides, or any sort of left mid or right mid if you want to play a little bit more defensive, but more specifically wing backs or any sort of centre back that is a little bit distributed to the left or the right. I'll put this in the B tier. Again, my own explanation for this is there's a lot of very good defensive card combos, so it's probably better to put them in B. Playing football, 3 card combo. I don't use this that much, but looking at the card combos here, minigame, passing and agility, it should be quite easy to make. The whole point of this is I'm assuming it's disgusting good goal he scored, where every single player, or the 3 players that had passed around each other, passed it ridiculously well. Again, I've not seen this actually work though. I'll put this in B for the time being, because there are other 3 card combos which you can definitely see the effect. Similar situation, total football. Problem is though, minicamp. But it looks like it increases every single stat there though. I'll give that a B actually. I was going to give it a C, but the fact it uses minicamp, but it also increases every stat, is a very good aspect. Rush attack. Kind of a similar situation to second strike. And attack waves. Because of that, we'll put that into the A tier. I don't use it that much, so I don't really feel that much of an effect. Open the gates, similar to open space. It's a very good card combo for either a sprinter or a chancer, and the card that I normally use much more often. So I'll put that into the S tier in my opinion, or A tier. Where did I put the other one? Where did I put open space? I forgot. There it is. I put it in B. I put it A actually. I put it 1 tier above. I don't think it's that insanely good for an S in my opinion, so I'll give it an A. Superior numbers, a standard defensive card. Again, like I said, there are better defensive cards available. C tier. Holding ground. Similar situation, I'm afraid. You are going into C. Covering. Again, similar situation, but judging by the fact there are defensive types, and one of them is marker and what's the other one called? Backup, that's it, backup. This one looks like it's very much more tuned to allow the player to become a backup. There we go. Put that into the B tier. Blocking, this was one of the last 2 card combos I ever found, sliding and stretching, but it's a card combo I'm using quite often now. The whole point of it is that you block the path, and this is very good for stoppers. Despite the fact I have a lot of stoppers on my team, and I got this very late, you do not need this to have your player become a stopper, but it looks like it's a lot easier to make them a stopper with this card combo. We'll put that into the A tier. Brick wall, very similar situation. Much more inclined to become a stopper. Kicking and meditation, so it's a good distribution of cards in the blue and yellow. We put that in the A. Also, I like the art of it, where it just literally becomes a wall. Dogged marker, again, another good defensive card combo. 2 card combo, increasing your speed as well. We'll put that into A. Iron defense, I spam this a whole bunch. This ain't going in A, this is a separate tier. It's going in S. Won't be God because Banana Shot is taking up that slot. But if it were a God card combo, For defensive cards, this would definitely be it currently. Risky Block, again, good card if you want to make him a stopper, and the whole point of it is that they literally block the way of the shot. Put that into A. Gutsy Clearance, again, I don't really see this much, despite the fact the art is kind of implying they literally jump in front of the goal. I have not seen that much of it. I'll put this into the B tier for the time being. Deadly Slide, just like in Inazuma 11, not seeing this that much. I'll put that into B tier. I wish I had some sort of animation there where they just crunch their legs. That would be brilliant. Like I said, B tier. Star Takedown. The implication of this is that if you put a mark onto a specific player, they will be more inclined to look after them. Again, I've not seen much of this. 3-card combo, marking, sliding, sprinting, quite easy to make, but haven't seen that much of an impact from it. Put that into... It's a choice between B or C. I'll give it a B, possibly. Tough Midfielder. Again, a card I normally use for defensive midfielders. 3-card combo, a card I keep forgetting to use though. But looking at the stats there, again, I don't remember what these stats, I don't know how much they increase them by, but it increases your speed, your kicking, stamina, technique, and your toughness, which is pretty good. I'll give that a B. I don't know how much it does though. Relentless Pressure. It looks like a similar situation to Tough Midfielder, but it's also way more of a defensive card, to be honest. But it uses Minicamp. Again, I don't use as much, so I'll put this in C. The Chain. A 3-card defensive card combo and a card combo I spam a whole bunch. They're instantly going to S. Strategist. We're thinking that maybe this allows them to be more of an explorer type. Again, don't know much about it. I'll put this into C, purely because it uses gaming, but I really like the art of this. If it had much worse art, it would be probably in D, but going into C. Attack Pivot. I'm assuming this one allows them to be a little bit more varied in their attack approach. I don't use it that much, but it's alright. I'll give it a C. Control Tower. Again, a lot more of a midfield maestro type of card. Problem is though, it uses minicamp and minigame. Minigame's not a problem, but minicamp is. I'll give it a C, but I do very much like the art of this one, where you're right in the middle and everyone's around you. And the next one is going to be Star Striker. Not used that much, but again, it's kind of a weird one. It looks like it'd be very good in terms of determining who's going to be your best player in terms of striker, but as far as I know, there's no animation for this, and kind of takes away from having a 3-card combo, which tells you you have a Star Striker, but it doesn't really feel like it. Give it a B. Goal Sniffer. If you know me, if you watch some of my streams, or some of the videos, I spam this a whole bunch, and because of that, instantly an S tier. Free Kick Master, I use this a lot because it's probably one of the only 3-card combos that I deduced by myself that would be a card combo. I put set plays, place kicks, and penalty kick predators, thinking that these ones are all based on set plays. This must give a card, and I was right. This goes into the A tier purely because of one other reason, and that reason is shown now. Free Kick Legend. It looks like it's a better version of the card, and it makes them a much better free kick taker. That is going into the S tier, and I've used this before though, and we have seen this effect on some of the players. Last Trump, I've not seen this be used that much, I'll be honest. I'll give this a B, possibly. I like the card though. You are literally the trump card, and very easy to make. Set plays, passing, and spar. Lucky Chance. I use this a bit, but not too much. I don't think it's that much of an A type of card. Again, similar situation to what's it called? Star Striker. I don't really see that much about it, I'll be honest. I'll give it a B for the time being. Wonder Boy. Again, similar situation. I like the art on the card though. So I go into B. Pitch Director. I'm inclined to think this one allows you to be more of a midfield maestro or a playmaker. I keep saying midfield maestro, there's literally a card called Midfield Maestro. I don't use this that much, but if I do find the ability to do so, I would use it, so I'll give this a B. Similar situation to the next card, which is Football Professor. However, though, it uses Gaming, a card I hardly ever get. I feel like this is kind of a downgrade of Pitch Director because of that, so I'll give this a C. Ball Magician, 3-card combo. I don't use it that much, and I'm not even sure if this has an animation. For the time being, I'll put this into the B tier, because if I remember correctly, it does a very good increase to your technique. Hard Dynamo. Again, don't use that much. Although it's a 3-card combo, it does use pretty decent cards, pressuring, running, agility. By the looks of things, it should increase your speed by quite a lot. I do not know how much. I don't know the numbers exactly though. If it is quite high though, I'll put it into a B. There it is, Midfield Maestro, the card I keep referencing. I'll put this directly into the A. Because again, this is quite hard to determine most of the cards' position purely because we don't know exactly what they do. If we had access to the game code, which tells us exactly what they did, like this one is inclined to make you more of an explorer or a maverick, it'd be a lot better. But again, I'm gauging this on the card art, the cards that it uses, and my own experience of the card. So this can vary depending on what your experience is. Next card combo is Wild Man. I use this quite a bit. I'd say it might even go to S tier. It gives a very good increase to your speed and your stamina, with the only negative being that it affects your willpower by -2. You lose that on 2, but you get 20 to your speed, 20 to your stamina. I think it's a very good risk in my opinion. That's an S. Next card. Moodmaker. It uses Karaoke. I think this is probably it's probably the first card combo we've seen, a 3-card combo which uses Karaoke, I think. Again, don't really use that much of it. I'll put it into C for the time being. I don't remember anything that positive about it. Trickery. This one decreases your willpower, if I remember correctly, with the bonuses being increasing your kicking speed and stamina. But I don't think it's that great. I'll put that into a D in my opinion. Multi-tool. I use this a whole bunch, mainly for any sort of player I want to play as a flexible defensive midfielder or the right back, centre back, any sort of flexible role. I put that on. I'll give that a B. Super Sub. I don't use it that often, but if I do find the opportunity to, I would like to use it. Again, the whole point of this is that if you sub them on, they become better players, I guess. I'll put this into B. Captain C. It's the fact that I find it so stupid yet funny, the fact we have to have a card combo to choose a captain. Because of that, that's going directly into A in my opinion. It's a funny way to choose captain in my opinion. Rather than just pressing a button saying you're captain, no, you have to get a card combo. And it's probably the funniest one, because they probably thought to themselves, what makes a captain? That's right, they run the meetings. So what's the card combo? Running and meeting. That's it. That's the card combo. Hungry for Glory. I'm assuming this makes them better in cup competitions. If you say it's a cup competition, that would class Pro League 1 as one, but I'm assuming more the Federation Cup, World Cup Classic, and European Challenge Cup. If that is the case, and it gives them a boost their stats if they're in those competitions, I'll give this an A possibly. If not, probably a B. We'll put it in A for the time being if that is the case. Commander. I keep forgetting to use this card. Feels like it's similar to a captaincy role, where they're more of a leader. I'm looking at this card now, it's realized that the flags as champions. I'm not sure whether that means they're better when they, after they've won a competition, like the Federation Cup. If that is the case, that means there's only, 3 ways to use that? Because there's the Federation Cup Finals, European Challenge Cup Finals, and then finally winning Pro League 1. But I'll go with my original interpretation of this, and I'll go with a B, because it's more of a leader type role, but not as good as choosing a captain using a card combo. I'll put that as A, didn't I? Yes, I did. Hearts of Steel, very good for increasing your willpower. From my understanding of this, because it uses penalty kick practice, I'm thinking this is good for any type of player who is taking a penalty. But again, not too sure. I'll give this a B. Determination. The whole point of this is to get better if they're behind. It's good if you find yourself in a situation where you're in a league where a lot of the results are 50-50. It's good, but if you're in a position where you can get ahead, not so great. I'll give this a C. It's quite middling, to be honest, but quite negative if your team is actually getting better and better. Team coaching, 3-card combo, but I haven't used this that much, I'll be honest. Just by looking at the art, it is a bit basic. I would drop it down to a C, but it's a 3-card combo. Again, not really much to say about it. Maybe I would just keep it as a standard C, possibly. Wild Rage, I like the art of this one where they're so angry that the two teammates, or I think the teammates, are quite scared about them. Give it a B. I'm pretty sure this does increase the toughness for quite a bit, to be honest. Iron Fist. I love the art in this one. I genuinely thought, by the name of it, I thought it was a keeper card combo. It is not. It's more of a defensive card combo. I'll give this an A. I love the art on this one. Team Rally. Again, not really much to say about this one. Uses Karaoke. It's kind of a waste, to be honest, quite possibly. I'll give it a C. Team Love. This gives a massive, and I mean massive, increase to your willpower. If you need it, fine, but it doesn't do anything else apart from willpower. Because of that, I'll give that a B. If it did something more, another stat maybe, I'll give it something else, like an A possibly, but it only increases your willpower. But to be fair, if you need that, brilliant. If you don't, at least you have the card combo unlocked, I guess. Last Gas Miracle. Again, not really seen this happen, but I'm assuming the implication is that there's a chat. I don't know, does it force something to happen, I guess? Give it a B if that is the case, if it does allow something to happen. Ultra Relaxation. This does a massive increase to willpower, I think. Not as much as Team Love, of course. But these are some decent cards there. Stretching Auto Therapy. Auto Therapy, we get a whole bunch, which is very good to use on this one. Super Refreshment. I thought this card would actually do something to their fatigue. It doesn't. I'm assuming the whole point of it is that their stamina gets a little bit better, which make them last, longer in games. We'll give that a B. Fan Service, I think quite possibly one of the best card combos for willpower, next to not Team Love. What's the other one? Heart of Steel. Again, another 2-card combo for that. I think we put Heart of Steel in B. Yes, we did. So that'll also be in B, in my opinion. Now we go on to the keeper card combos. Titanic Goalie. We will put them in separate tiers, apart from one of them, which I don't normally use. We'll put Titanic Goalie into B. Super Saves next, which I know that for a fact is next, is in A. And then the 3-card combo, Desperate Saves, is going into S. Goalie runs up. Although this looks like the card combo which allows the goalkeeper to run up when it's a last-minute corner kick, and you have to get ahead of him, this is not the card. You do not need this card combo for that. This card, again, it's very hard to see because every time I see this happen, I don't notice it until it's too late. But I think if it's around about the last 20 minutes or so, and the ball is just hovering around the midfield, the goalkeeper just run up and add an extra man. But yeah, this one is completely separate to when the goalkeeper runs up for a header. You do not need the card combo for that at all. And that just happens automatically. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But because of that, this one will go into possibly the B tier. I don't use it that much. Blind Plane. Now we're on to the celebration cards. So we have how many combos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I will add Celebrations, another card, into the God tier in my opinion. Blind Plane, I don't use that much. But having a look at the other ones, though, we'll have a quick check. So we have Rockabye, which we do have with Van Loon currently in the main series. Samba Steps, which Lucan used to have. Acrobatics, which Gerritsen has. Golden Feet, which I think has happened once or twice, but we don't see it that much. But Choo Choo Train, I think I've seen it once, but I don't have anyone in the main squad currently which has it. Without doubt, the one in S, in my opinion. I say without a doubt, it's a toss-up between acrobatics, sorry, not aerobics, and samba steps. I think acrobatics, I think, S, or God, sorry. And then it's going to be samba steps in S. The last bit here, golden feet, I kind of like, because it's the main player's scores is just like pointing to their feet, and then the other players around them, I think one player around them starts like praising and starts praying towards it. I really like that one. Choo Choo Train is alright. And then Rockabye and Blind Plane, they're kind of equal in my opinion, but I will go next Golden Feet. And that is, where is that? That should then be an A, because we have Sam Steps in S. Next is B. I will go Blind Plane in B, because they pull their shirt up and then run around as if they can't see. Which means it's between Choo Choo Train or Rockabye. I think they're pretty cool in the fact they do include two of the teammates. I think the dumbest one is probably Rockabye, I'd say. I don't know, it's completely your opinion, but I would put Choo Choo Train next. And I'll be going into C. And then finally, Rockabye is going into D, sadly. And that is it. I have listed all the different card combos you have, and I've ranked them in my own personal preference. Remember, this is entirely in order. If you're missing a few card combos and you don't know which one it is, you can use this video as a reference to see which one you're currently missing. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Hopefully you have different opinions, because I would like to hear what other people have to say about some other ones, especially if there are some animations I do not know about. More specifically something like Midfield Maestro, or what they do actually, not even Midfield Maestro. What would be a good card to check? Maybe Shock Dribble. If there's an animation for Shock Dribble, I do not know. If you have any idea of what some of them do that I don't, please leave in the comments. If not though, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.